Friday, May the 10th edition of the Ringside Report. I am Ryan Young, along with, on the phone as always, the King of Controversy, Anthony Smoody. Smoody, how we doing?
It's
Okay, well, I got a few stories to kick off the show. I'll save maybe one for the next segment, but on Monday's show I said I was going to the dentist. Rescheduled till next Tuesday because of a scheduling conflict, so I will be there next Tuesday, hopefully still alive on Wednesday. And then, go ahead, Tony, what?
Wonderful.
And then, of course, I spent some time on the Studio One patio over the weekend, and, Tony, if you can't see, but my arms are so sunburned. Like, I wanted to get a little color. I meant browner, not redder. Oh my God. Tony, I am more burnt right now than in a week in Orlando.
Yeah, that was...
I didn't even get tan in Orlando.
No, because I thought we get tanned in Orlando. It turns out we didn't get nothing. It's like, what the hell?
But the girls are still flocking to you.
Oh, boy.
Okay, let's recap Raw from Monday from the O2, which is like the Madison Square Garden of London, right?
Yes.
Okay, now I gotta find my place. I got pens all over the place. Okay, here we go. Dean Ambrose comes out and says Kurt Angle has made him the GM for the evening. Miz comes out and says Stephanie McMahon made him the co-GM for the evening. Braun Strowman comes out in his arm sling, and we'll get to him in a minute. Comes out and talks and you know, the same old shit. Kalisto then challenges Braun Strowman to a match later on in the night, and Braun says he can beat him with one arm. Finn Balor defeats The Miz by DQ. But then it gets canceled, or no, excuse me, Miz beats Finn Balor by DQ because Miz pushed Finn Balor into the referee. But then Dean Ambrose says, that's not how we're going to do this. Restarted, Finn Balor gets the victory. Alexa Bliss gets a win over Mickie James. Braun Strowman versus Kalisto ends in a no contest when Roman Reigns comes out and attacks Braun Strowman. Tony, Braun Strowman's going to be out for about 2 months with an injury. Does that hurt Monday Night Raw?
Well, it does, because that's going to take him out for a while, but... also, he's going to also be healthy enough for July's pay-per-view when they go to Dallas.
I think Tony, I don't think he's going to be back till SummerSlam, or right before SummerSlam.
No. He'll remember, everybody thinks that, remember John Cena said he was supposed to be out for 8 months and he was... Yeah,
but that's, Tony, don't compare anyone to John Cena.
But still, he's a big guy, but I expect him, if he's out till SummerSlam, then who would he face? Then who would Brock Lesnar face at Great Balls of Fire?
Seth Rollins and Finn Balor.
Yeah, I can see...
Because they both called them out. They both get their matches.
Well, maybe we can have a triple threat match. Seth Rollins with Finn Balor versus Brock.
Number one contender for the tag titles. It was a tag team turmoil. Sheamus and Cesaro get it. They'll face the Hardys at Extreme Rules on June the 4th. Seth Rollins defeats Samoa Joe by disqualification. TJ Perkins, now known as TJP, defeats Jack Gallagher. Sasha Banks defeats Alicia Fox. Bray Wyatt defeats Dean Ambrose thanks to the help of The Miz. Tony, we both agree to it. Raw this week was definitely a sleeper. Was it the not a live show portion of it? Was it because it was boring, or just it was a bad show?
Yeah, all these English shows are always the most boring shows because they're never live. The only thing...
Well, Tony, if it was live, they would have did it at like 1 in the afternoon. We would have had to watch it.
Yeah, the only thing that they were live was, I think it was Mexico, or no, I think it was...
No, I don't think anywhere.
Overseas states said... But anyways, Raw next week, would it be with Miz and Ambrose be out there? I think Kurt Angle needs to start taking over back to business.
Well, he didn't want to fly, and you can't blame him. He didn't want to fly to London. That's a long flight.
Yeah, it is.
6-7 hours. Okay, that's Monday Night Raw, folks. We're gonna take a timeout. When we come back, we are gonna recap. We're gonna preview Ring of Honor and NXT. We're getting closer to War of the Worlds, which is this Friday. We'll be back. Okay, Smoody, we're back on this date, 1985. The first ever Saturday night's main event was taped.
Yeah, that was the Mother's Day version of 1985. You watch it on the network, you can see what happened.
And how much is the network again?
$9.99.
Good job. Let's preview Ring of Honor and NXT for tonight. Or, excuse me, yeah, for tonight. What do you mean round 2? For what?
Round 2 of the World of the Wars.
Let's see here. These are the matches that we have scheduled for Ring of Honor this week. You got the tag team titles on the line. The Young Bucks are going to defend it against the Squad, Mikey and Kenny. Of course, formerly known as the Spirit Squad. Do you think they have a chance against the Young Bucks?
No, I don't think the Spirit Squad has a chance. I think the Young Bucks are going to walk into Friday Night pay-per-view with the titles in their hands. And
they're going to be facing Lo Canibles de Japón. I don't know. I don't think I said it right, but we're going to go with it, right?
Well, they call them Bushy and NATO, so we'll go with that.
Then in another match, Tony, we're going to see the Beer City Bruiser in singles action, something we don't see much. He's going to go one-on-one against Punishment Martinez.
Yeah, he was at Toronto up there this past Sunday, and he's going to be in Dearborn later tonight. So
yeah, I think he's on the road for 9 days that he put on social media, so hopefully he has fun, enjoys it. Of course, it culminates. Is the last day Friday, or is there more over the weekend?
There's one Friday, there's one Sunday, but I don't think he's wrestling Friday.
No, I don't think he is either.
I don't think he's wrestling Sunday, so it looks like Friday he's heading back to Milwaukee for the PCW show.
No, he's gone for 9 days, and he left on Sunday, so he's gone for over a week.
Yeah, so he might be back.
Saturday's TV taping. He'll be there.
Yeah.
For your main event for Ring of Honor, it'll be Christopher Daniels and Dalton Castle against Adam Cole and Cody. Tony, we've seen some dysfunction with the Bullet Club. Are we going to see it continue going on to this show and going on to Friday night when Cody is in the world title match at War of the Worlds?
Well, no, it's going to be the weirdest thing because I don't expect, there's another thing is too, I don't expect Cody to be really world champion on Friday night. I just expect him to be possibly kicking butt every, but it'll be crazy enough Friday night with the Bullet Club maybe world championship. But remember, Christopher Daniels back there, and they played Wednesday. They played today's Wednesday, right? May 10th.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wrestle tonight. The winner of that goes to Friday. So it could not be Christopher Daniels could not be in Friday night. He could be back cameras, whatever happens.
We'll see what happens there, and of course, also we got NXT. We're getting closer to TakeOver. My girl got taken out of the women's title match for the what's her name? Ember Moon. She got taken out due to injury, so it's going to be Nikki Cross, Ruby Riott, and Asuka. Is she going to keep that title, Tony?
She's going to keep it until probably.
I think, Tony, if I had to bet right now, I gotta say Ember Moon's the one that's gonna take it, and I think that was the night it was gonna happen in Chicago. But apparently, we're gonna have to probably wait till TakeOver Brooklyn.
That or TakeOver Houston.
Also, we're gonna see a UK title match at TakeOver Chicago, as it's going to be Pete Dunne getting his opportunity against the guy that's the champion, and I can't think of his name at the moment. Ah, crap. Tony, I feel bad now. What's his name, Smooty?
I have no clue. I don't watch NXT a lot.
Anyway, so, also Hideo Itami's going to be getting a title match. Your thoughts? Do you think he has the opportunity to, take it away from the Glorious One?
I don't think so. I think that goes to Drew McIntyre, because Drew McIntyre, he gets a big title shot. He should be in Chicago with their title, and I don't know if they're going to be Glorious in Chicago or if they're going to be Irish in Chicago.
Tony, that crowd is going to be singing that song in symphony.
Mostly the crowd is Irish, so they might be going with
not in Chicago, Tony. Tony, I cannot for the life of me find this guy's name. What the hell is his name?
Jack Gallagher.
No, it is Jack something, I think. Is it Bate? Something Bate.
Yeah, Bate.
Pete Dunne I'm looking and I can't find it, but we're going to take a timeout. NXT's tonight on the WWE Network. Tyler Bate. There we go.
There you go.
Thanks for all the help, Tony, when you have a chance to be at a computer and I don't. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to recap last week's Impact, as well as preview this week's Impact. That's next on the Ringside Report. On this day, Tony, Vince McMahon announced that XFL is kaput.
And on this stage right now, go back to 1984. Nobody was bored, but the White Sox beat the Brewers in a 25-inning marathon.
Well, the Cubs just had an 18-inning marathon on Sunday.
Yeah, well, just remember, all American League games have a 1 a.m. curfew. So they continue the next morning.
We got a quick couple things. Thanks to everyone that showed up last Friday to Threat Level Wrestling. Success on the first show. They're getting ready for the second one to be announced. I don't even know the date. But a couple things at the beginning didn't go exactly as planned. The music had some technical difficulty. And Tony, did you hear about my little accident?
No, I didn't hear about your accident.
Well,
I heard about Mikey's little steal.
No, so you have this, I'm over on the end of because it was like a gym split in half. The curtain was down, and the one half was the locker, and one half was the show. So I was in the middle of the curtain in between the locker room and the ring, and so I go out there, or all of a sudden I'm watching the show, and all of a sudden the ring announcer says, "Here comes Ryan Young interviewing the sleepover." Well, I wasn't prepared, and no one told me when to go out, and that's also my fault. And I deserved to be. I don't even know what the word is, but I messed up. That's my bad. I was the interviewer, but the interview didn't happen because I wasn't told, and it my fault because I didn't ask. So that's how that started. I did get an interview with GQ, but was cut off by Mikey Wild. So overall, I think a very successful first show, Smooty.
Yeah. See, you gotta pay attention because when I had to do the flag at Wrestle Rage 8 or 9, whatever it was, I couldn't hear Rico because it's loud as that audio. It moves off the operator, and finally I'm waiting for Chris to signal because Chris is supposed to, or Chris or Brian or Kyle is supposed to give me the signal, the cue to go out there and do the flag, and Rico's music it's so loud you can't hear nothing. You can't hear Rico came over and grabbed me and like what happened? I couldn't hear you. I heard the music, but I couldn't hear you.
Yep, it happens. Okay, Smooty, you ready to recap Impact?
Yeah.
Matt Sydal gets a win over Eddie Edwards. The Global Force Wrestling Women's title, Christina Von Airy, who was at Threat Level Wrestling, loses to Sienna. She is your new Global Force Wrestling Women's Champion. EC3 gets a victory. Your GFW World title on the line. Magnus defeats Matt Morgan. Congo Kong gets a victory in the main event. He'll be getting a Global Force Wrestling World Championship match this week on Impact, and that is Alberto El Patron defeats Eli Drake. Is Patron gonna dethrone Magnus tomorrow night?
Well, remember, Magnus don't have Mickey James at Ringside, which he's in WWE, but
yeah.
I think it's gonna be the end of Magnus, and I think El Patron is gonna win another belt, just like he did with the Impact belt a couple weeks ago, or a month ago.
Also, I was able, because I didn't get a chance to watch Impact until Monday night, and Tony, guess who is the new ring announcer for TNA, and I'm absolutely in love with it.
Oh, God, not that guy from WCW.
Tony, you read my tweet. It's David Penzer. He's the best. He is the best ring announcer to date ever. And guess what? So, guess what? What?
It's Gary Michael Capetta.
Who the hell's that?
He was the ring announcer before David Penzer.
Well, I don't care about him. David Penzer's better. So, I tweeted out to Impact Wrestling and David Penzer, like, I'm beyond excited that David Penzer's the ring announcer, and then he tweeted back at me, and he said, you're a little late to the party, because that was on Thursday, and I tweeted him on Monday. So, anywho, congratulations to David Penzer. I'm so glad for that. TNA's making a lot of good choices, or Impact, so hopefully they'll continue that, and again, that is tomorrow night on Pop TV. Preview for Friday, we're going to What?
They need to go back to Spike TV.
No, Tony, stop it with the Spike TV stuff.
Or go to USA.
No! Tony, you're drunk. Preview for Friday, we're going to recap SmackDown 205 Live, Ring of Honor NXT, plus we're going to have the warm-up for War of the Worlds, which is Friday night. So get ready for that for Ring of Honor from the Manhattan Center in New York City. That's going to wrap it up for us. For Anthony Smoody, I'm Ryan Young saying thank you for watching the Ringside Report, your front row seat to all things wrestling.